If you don't take control of your life, someone else will, and it's rarely in your best interest. Have you ever felt like you're living according to other people's expectations? Doing what society, family, or friends think is right, yet deep inside, you're unsure if it's truly your path. Since ancient times, great philosophers have emphasized one crucial truth: you are the only one who has the right to determine your destiny. Not the crowd, not external opinions, only you decide where your life will go. The crowd may applaud you today, but turn against you tomorrow. Walk your own path. In this video, we'll explore powerful and timeless wisdom from ancient philosophers, thinkers who understood the importance of freedom, responsibility, and personal strength. Listen closely, reflect deeply, and take charge of your future. Your life is yours to shape. Never let others dictate your path. He who follows the crowd will never go further than the crowd. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. To find yourself, think for yourself. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. If you don't build your dream, someone will hire you to build theirs. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. No one can make you feel inferior without your consent. The two most important days in your life are the day you are born and the day you find out why. The wise man controls his destiny. The ignorant man follows the will of others. Fate leads the willing and drags along the unwilling. Choose to walk your own path. No man is free who is not master of himself and his choices. You are the architect of your life, not the bricks others throw at you. The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. Do not let others paint it for you. A ship that does not set its course will be driven by the wind of others. To serve your own mind is freedom. To serve another's is slavery. The unexamined life is not worth living. Do not live by another's judgment. A man is not great because of his birth, but because of his actions and choices. Do not be a slave to the opinions of the crowd, for truth is not found in numbers. He who fears opinion is a prisoner, even if his chains are invisible. Happiness is not found in seeking approval, but in living in harmony with your nature. No external force can take from you what is truly yours: your mind, your choices, your virtue. A fool lets others govern his will. A wise man follows only reason and virtue. Truth is not altered by popular belief. Live by reason, not by the words of many. Let reason, not fear, be your guide in deciding your own fate. The path to wisdom begins with questioning, not accepting blindly what others dictate. He who bows to many masters remains forever a servant. Live in agreement with nature, not in servitude to human expectations. Your worth is not measured by the words of others, but by the virtue you cultivate. The wise man walks his own path, while the ignorant man follows footprints left by others without question. Freedom is not found in following orders, but in the ability to think and choose for oneself. Truth is not found in conformity, but in the courage to seek and understand beyond what is commonly accepted. A man ruled by others' opinions is like a leaf blown by the wind, never finding his true direction. To obey blindly is to surrender the greatest gift of man, the ability to reason and choose freely. The greatest wisdom is knowing that your path must be chosen by yourself, not dictated by others. It is better to walk alone on the right path than to follow the crowd towards destruction. Let your mind be your guide, not the changing voices of the world. Wisdom is choosing your own destiny, rather than allowing fate or others to dictate it for you. He who values approval more than truth will always be a servant, never a master of his fate. The one who waits for permission to act will never lead, only follow where others allow. To let fear of judgment rule you is to hand your freedom to those who do not understand your purpose. He who decides nothing for himself has already surrendered to the will of others. Live by virtue, not by the shifting opinions of the masses. Your future is built by your actions today, not by the expectations of others. Do not let another's voice be louder than your own reason. He who fears displeasing others more than displeasing himself is forever a prisoner. Do not let society's chains bind your mind. True freedom begins within. The strength to walk alone is the mark of a true philosopher. The moment you let others think for you, you surrender the most valuable possession, your own mind. The man who seeks approval in all things will never truly live for himself. To live for others' expectations is to die before you have truly lived. Do not let those who fear change dictate the course of your life. You are the ruler of your thoughts. Do not let another man hold the scepter of your mind. The weak man lets others choose for him. The strong man takes responsibility for his fate. He who follows blindly is no better than a shadow, moving only where the light of others directs him. If you do not direct your own life, others will gladly take the reins. Only a fool allows another man to be the master of his happiness and purpose. The greatest prison people live in is the fear of what others think. Freedom is the will to be responsible for ourselves. Most people are other people. Their thoughts are someone else's opinions. A life spent making mistakes is not only more honorable, but more useful than a life spent doing nothing. You were born to create, not to imitate. Forge your own path. Do not tread another's footsteps. The chains that bind a man are not made of iron, but of fear and the opinions of others. He who allows the world to shape him will never discover the strength of his own soul. A man's true self is lost the moment he lives to satisfy the desires of others. Only he who dares to choose his own path will find the wisdom to walk it well. To fear the disapproval of others is to give them power over your life and choices. He who follows the crowd never finds the truth, for truth is rarely where the masses gather. A life lived for others' praise is a life wasted in endless chains. No great soul was ever formed by walking in another man's footsteps. A wise man never lets another's fears dictate his future. To follow blindly is to live as a puppet, controlled by hands unseen. Dare to be yourself in a world trying to make you like everyone else. Do what you feel in your heart to be right, for you'll be criticized anyway. You were born an original. Don't die a copy. To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment. Success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success. Don't compromise yourself. You're all you've got. No one can chain you unless you hand them the shackles yourself. Looking back at the words of these great philosophers, one thing becomes clear: your future is in your hands. If you don't actively shape your own life, someone else will do it for you, and more often than not, their decisions won't be in your favor. So be strong, think independently, and have the courage to walk your own path. Only you know what truly brings meaning to your life. If you found these lessons valuable, like, comment your thoughts, and subscribe to keep exploring the wisdom of the ancient world. Live a life that you decide.